This is Tom from Philippine Adventures. Today I want to talk about poverty in the Philippines. Um, the thing I was thinking about yesterday, we were out at base camp working on our home. Excuse the rooster. We were at base camp working on our home, and they had a festival out there. Now, base camp is community. That's the name of the community. It's called base camp. I don't know where they got that name. I'd like to know where they got that name, but uh, basically what it is they had a festival there yesterday. Many vendors, many people coming down out of the mountain, and many people come from all over to go to the festival. Free food, and something I noticed yesterday, that people were driving around the streets and driving around in many motorcycles, many multi-cabs full of people, many 10-wheeler trucks, many people inside the truck, 30 people, 40 people. And I asked my wife, and she says, well, what they did years ago, they started culture here is they're looking for food, meaning that a lot of people have open doors, so you could have people you never met before in your life come to your house for food. And so you just never know who you cook, and say you cook 10 kilo of rice, well, it may not be enough. So people actually drive around looking for food for lunch, free food. I found that really amazing. But one thing I want to talk about is poverty itself here. I know that the infrastructure here is not here. There's not really that many jobs. Farming is number one here. Number two is construction. They're doing a lot of national highways, not a lot of building on the highways and things like that. So Duterte's passed doing bridges. He's passed a new law that these all the highways going to be redone. They're extending from 2-lane to 4-lane, which adds a lot of value to the Philippines. Something that they really need to do here is open up for tourism. It's a beautiful place, beautiful parks, beautiful scenery, beautiful places to go. And yet you go to the park, it's full, but there's no tourism, no people from any other country here. If you did that, like Florida, Texas, Arizona, California, would open that up, it would increase the dollar here by millions of dollars. If you're lucky enough to go to college and do college work here, go to school, college is free here. Duterte passed the law that college is free. And if you're lucky enough to go to college and whatever you're going for, whatever exam that you're going for, it's good, but the problem is once you pass the exam, where do you go? Unless you're a doctor or hospital care, things like that, it's very good. I think a lot of times where people really fall short is they go to school, they get the degree, and then they're stuck unless they're go to overseas. Now, a lot of people here survive by going overseas workers. I know my wife did. She's been to Dubai and Hong Kong, and she worked there 2 years, and I think almost 2 years there in Hong Kong. And a lot of people do that. And you can make anywhere from really $50 a week to $100 a week on the average. And I think it's more like $50 to $70 a week is what they make working 6-7 days a week, overseas workers. And then they send that money back home. I know here, if the door was open to more tourism, more construction, I know that America struggled with that in the past. But from what I can see, there's still a lot of people that are hungry here, but they're not starving per se, because there's rice, and somebody will always take care of you. Even a person on the side of the road that's hungry, someone will give them some money to eat here. So they're very willing to help and accommodating the people that are sick and people that are need help. Another thing that's very important here is when you do get old, they just don't throw you away. The family don't throw you away into a nursing home. They have nursing home for the aging, but they don't throw you away. So a lot of times if you get sick or something, there's someone there to help you get through it. If you have mental illness or you have something that's terribly wrong, they're there to help you as much as they can. And that's what I love about the culture itself. They're there to help you get through any problems that you may have. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about the poverty here. The average salary here is $2 a day. If they're making $2 a day, they're doing really good. Sometimes they only make $1 a day. If they make $1 a day, it's enough to feed their family, rice, and things like that. Some people make $3 a day. That's tradesmen, the carpenters, masonry people, block workers, things like that. Make a little more. But if you're a farmhand, you make anywhere to $3 a day. So, but I want to do this video to kind of give you an update on things, and I found it very interesting yesterday going to base camp, and they had a fiesta, and then everybody just driving around. So for looking for food, and I found that very interesting. So thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe.